I'm Chief of Security Matthew Hamilton. I'm in charge of the Security Services Department. I want to let everybody know that we've got a security officer office over here at Student Center, and it plays a very important role in what happens here at the college, particularly because this is where we issue the student IDs as well as the vehicle placards or parking passes. It's also very important to know that if you come here to get your ID and your parking pass, please bring a class schedule or your registration paperwork for classes. That'll speed up the process for us. Another important function of this office is that we do lost and found. So anything that's found on campus, it gets turned in here, or please, if you find something, turn it in here. This is also where you will come to retrieve any lost and found items. Our staff here at the campus is excellent. We actually just recently put up a web page on the security department page with the lost and found, where to find it, what items we find, and we're hoping to continually update those items as they come in. So I think now we're going to take a ride. We've got 26 emergency towers on campus. The one we're going to right now is probably the most centrally located emergency tower on campus. A vast majority of them are located in the parking lots, which are on the outside of campus, as that's the place where most individuals are parked. And here we are. Can I help you, sir?
What is going on here, man?
All right. So this is our Tower 19. Like I said, it's most centrally located. Our towers are all identified by a blue light on top, so they're maybe hard to see somewhat during the day, but certainly at night they're very visible.
Oh,
now
cool.
We've got two functions on this tower. The first one's the info function. You want to go ahead and push that, James?
Did you put in a quarter?
Yeah, I put in a quarter. Yeah.
Bring spare change. So the info button, once it's pushed, is going to go to the switchboard.
Okay.
Coastal Carolina Community College.
Hey, how you doing? This is James Anderson. I'm the Career and Placement Services Coordinator, and I'm out here testing the security boxes for our What's Up Wednesday video. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So, hey, how can you help me when I push this button?
So when you push this button, I can get you directions if you're a student that needs to know where you're going. It's on my end, it's just like a phone call, so I can transfer you to other people if you need to speak to someone specific and things like that.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, listen, here's my situation. I had some really kind of sketchy people just roll up on a golf cart on me. Could you connect me to security?
I sure can.
Well,
Hold on
actually,
one
you know
second.
what? I think there's an emergency button here. I'm going to push that and see if they call.
Hey, Sam, this is
All
Chief.
right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Thanks a bunch.
Oh, she hung up on you. That's
Okay, so on the second button, the emergency call, that particular button is actually going to go to one of our security cell phones. So we actually have 3 phones. They're all cell phones that security carries. 2 duty phones and an emergency phone. This one will go to the emergency phone directly.
Carolina Community College Security.
Hey, Steve, this is Chief. We're just testing the tower out here. I appreciate the answer.
10-4.
All right, so that's basically how the call is going to work.
And we're on camera, too?
We are on camera. In fact, we do have a camera up there that will show us the individual who's pushing the button. Certainly in an emergency, that helps us just assess the situation in terms of what's happening at that time, and then we can further make a call. Obviously, anytime an emergency button is pushed, we definitely want to get there as quickly as possible. And then a unique feature on the cell phones that the security department has is all of the emergency towers are identified, so when the phone call takes place, it shows up just like a caller ID on our phone, so we know which tower has been activated. We have a similar feature that actually is in each of our buildings, and we're going to go ahead and head there next.
So how many of these towers do we have on campus?
We have a total of 26 emergency towers on campus.
How many of the cameras do we have?
We've got just over 300 cameras located on campus, both inside and outside the buildings.
And so there's someone constantly monitoring the cameras?
The cameras are constantly recording. However, we don't have them monitored 24/7. We do have security staff on campus 24/7. So anytime if you're on campus and you need to get a hold of security, which Heather brings up a good point, I certainly recommend that everyone put the security phone number in their phone, and that number is 938-6290. The unique feature about our phones also is that if it goes to dispatch, who monitors the cameras, and dispatch for some reason can't answer the phone, it will go to our secondary phone. If that phone is not answered, it will go to our tertiary phone or our third phone. If that phone's not answered, it'll come to me. So at some point, you will get a hold of someone, and I have my phone on me 24/7.
Now, I was running, because that's what I do sometimes, and I dropped my phone, and I really need security, because I'm running away. How did you get here?
Hey, you know what the cool thing about my job is? I get to be all over campus.
Okay.
Hey, Chief, I found one of these boxes and it says emergency. I'm gonna push this button. Somebody gonna answer?
Yes.
All right.
Security emergency phones.
Hey, security, this is James right here doing the checking on our security boxes. How you doing today?
All right, all right.
All right, hey, I'm here with the guy wearing a blue shirt and a yellow badge. I guess he works here, right?
Oh, let's
Hey, Steve, it's Chief. Hey, appreciate your time.
All right, thanks, my man.
So the unique thing about these call boxes is we have them in every building. Vast majority of our buildings actually have more than one. For example, math and science, we've got 4 in there because there's 2 floors, and because it's a larger or longer building in that case, we have more than one call box. But certainly I'd recommend that you pay attention to your surroundings and where these are located, and in fact there's an emergency. I know some of our classes you're not allowed to bring your cell phone in, people keep their cell phones in their vehicles. These call boxes are an easy way to reach security if you absolutely need us. So we've got fire extinguishers located in every building as well. I recommend everybody figure out where the fire extinguishers are based on the places that they visit the most. Also, just behind us here, we've got a pull station. So if it's a fire or another emergency in which people need to evacuate the building, you can certainly pull the pull station to make sure that everybody's aware that there is an emergency happening.
All right. I think that one thing that's on everybody's mind, it's definitely on my mind. Tell me about the parking.
Parking, yes. So when we are in full swing, parking spaces are at a premium. So it's very important that everybody parks where they're supposed to park. We've got various different types of parking on campus. We've got E for employees, S for student. We've got visitor parking, we've got 15-minute parking, and of course we have handicap parking. It's very important that students park in the designated parking for students. As I mentioned, those are labeled with the S. E is for employee. However, after 1:30 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday, you can park in employee or student parking. We are also here to assist with any parking issues or matters that may come up with parking lots. Some of those are, well, some people unfortunately leave their trunk open, their car doors open, so we'll try and assist in closing them for them or let them know that we've closed them if they were open. We also are able to jumpstart vehicles. You know, things happen sometimes, unfortunately, and vehicles don't start, so just give security a call again, 938-6290. We'll be happy to come over with the jump box and get you hopefully on your way. Unfortunately, we can't assist with locking keys in cars, but we'll do everything we can to try and get you any assistance that can help you get back in your vehicle.
All right, I've got one quick question, Chief, because you mentioned parking. So let's say I'm running a little bit late for work, which that never ever happens, ever. But just in case I was, and I needed to park really close, and it's Monday morning, 7:59, and I park in a student spot, what's going to happen to me?
Yeah, unfortunately, because we do have issues and we can't cater to anyone, we do often issue tickets. We usually typically start with a warning just to let you know that, hey, unfortunately, this is not something that you can do. And then from there, we'll issue a ticket. Of course, we try to avoid any parking issues and help out in any way we can, but we do issue tickets to make sure that everybody has basically the same ability to park where they're supposed to park.
What happens if you get a ticket?
If you get a ticket, then unfortunately, you have to pay the ticket, and the ticket has to be paid in order for you to basically to graduate and complete the semester.
To register for classes
And
as
register
well.
for classes, yes, thank you.
Excellent.
I guess I have to tell my boss that I got a ticket.
Probably.
Your boss is also
Good
going to
idea.
know why you're running late. Maybe you should set another alarm. I feel like
Maybe
that.
so. Well, listen, folks, I think that's all the time we've got for today. Hey, if you enjoy these videos, be sure to follow us on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And tune in next Wednesday for another edition of What's Up Wednesday.